Good morning, guys. So I thought I'd kick this off with a video instead of typing out all the information, because it seems people are far more engaged in video and audio versus having to read information these days, which is fair. I'm much the same. So episode 1 of what I'd like to call the Old Man Cranking series, which essentially encompasses years and years and years of effort I've put into this lifestyle and information I've gathered and found what works for myself and my clients and everyone I've advised over the years. To start with, there's just way too much bullshit information out on the internet these days, and it simply just confuses everyone. You know, the simple concepts or fundamental principles are well and truly lost and aren't adhered to because of all this bullshit information out there. So people are doing ice baths and doing, you know, like focusing on their HRV and you know, monitoring all sorts of shit, and they don't even drink enough water, which, you know, comes to my point 1 of what I like to call the foundation principles. You know, so there's 4 main principles I like to discuss with people when they come to ask me for advice, you know, that need to be kind of set in stone before you even consider anything beyond that. And that would essentially be hydration, optimal nutrient intake, mobility, and movement. So if you aren't doing these things on a daily basis consistently, I'm talking well and truly set in stone, there's absolutely no point doing anything more advanced. You know, like even in terms of, like, you know, more fancy program design, or, you know, taking supplementation, for example. You know what I mean? So, and this comes from, like, I've invested years and, as I've said, and a lot of money and wasted before I ensured that these were set in stone. So simply put, hydration. Everyone knows you need to drink enough water. They know it, but they don't do it. So if you're not drinking an optimal amount of fluid, you know, mainly predominantly water on a daily basis, tea and coffee does count toward this, you know, total, but let's just call it water on a daily basis. And this needs to be 100% consistent for everyone. You know, for females, no less than 2 liters. For most males, no less than 4 liters. It's pointless from a functional standpoint. So you're probably already aware that, you know, your body relies on fluids. You know, everyone's well aware that, you know, it's more than about 70% of the body is made up of water, blah blah blah. But beyond that, it's vital for detoxification, organ health, nutrient uptake, so that's delivering nutrients to your muscles and organs and whatnot, and joint health, if I didn't mention that. Number 2, optimal nutrition, or nutrient intake I should say, is essentially having enough protein, enough vegetables, enough carbohydrates, and enough healthy free fatty acids. So I'm going to say on average 4 feedings a day is what everyone pretty much needs, of each, and you need to have a balance of each as well. So you need to essentially, like, if you're going to, you know, just as an arbitrary percentage value, 33% of each would be a simple rule to follow. So protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and then on top of that, a good amount of vegetables. And a good tip someone gave me once upon a time was eat like a vegetarian, but add meat to it. So that's how you kind of ensure you have enough vegetables in your diet. In conjunction with this, you need enough fiber. That's something I've learned over the years. I was heavily under eating fiber, and this is vital for further aiding detoxification and drawing toxins out of the gut to, you know, make sure that you have sufficient bowel movements on a daily basis. Some people don't poo daily. That's wrong. That's a big problem. So that's number 2. Number 3, mobility. Most people can't move well enough. So when they try to exercise and you can't perform an exercise through its full range, you're not going to recruit all your muscle. And, you know, I'm very guilty of this in my younger years, and as I've gotten older, I've paid more and more attention to mobility, because the more mobile you are, the less stress there will be on your joints. And as I said, you'll be able to recruit more muscle, during and given lift. And when you recruit more muscle, you can develop more muscle, obviously, in that area, but you can also drive more nutrients to that muscle and ramp up part of the metabolic process, because you're essentially, beyond just burning more energy from driving more nutrients to those muscles, you're going to be doing that to more of the muscle fiber. So full range of motion is a function of your ability to achieve that. So you need to stretch every day to keep it simple. And 4 is movement. So if you're not moving every day, you're just wasting, so much opportunity to ensure optimal health. Again, it's like if you have a fire and you're adding fuel to that fire, well, it's probably not the best analogy in this instance, but driving the nutrients to your muscles essentially is going to stoke the metabolic processes, right? So using the nutrients, the good nutrients that you feed your body, is vital. And it's not just about burning calories, it's about using calories. So pick a modality of training that ensures optimal muscle tension, whatever that modality may be. It doesn't matter if it's Pilates, to be honest, but obviously I'm a bodybuilder, so weight training is my choice, preferential choice. You need to select some modality that makes ensures you sort of create tension in the muscle on a daily basis. And when I say on a daily basis, 3 to 4 times a week, from a movement that places the body under muscles under tension, and the other days at least some movement via cardiovascular exercise. So walking, I'm not going to say running because I don't like running, but any form of cardio using some non-joint impact equipment would be ideal. That's it for episode 1. Just keeping it very simple because it's Instagram. And if you've been gracious enough to listen through until now, good on you. I hope this helps a lot of people that come to me for advice and always after some sort of magic answer to the question of how to get in shape, and the fact that they're struggling to build muscle in the gym, for example. Everyone has high-end goals, but no one follows and solidifies basics first. A structure is only as strong as its foundation. So that's it for today.